Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather with one purpose: to recognize the immense power that resides in our words. Each day we are given an opportunity to speak life, to speak success, and to speak victory into our lives. But how many of us are truly aware of the power we hold in our mouths? What you say shapes who you are. Your words carry life or death, success or failure. Every sentence you speak is a building block of your future. We often hear people say, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." But I stand before you today to tell you that words hold more power than you can imagine. Words can build you up or tear you down. They can create a future of abundance, or they can keep you trapped in a cycle of limitation. Our words are not just sounds we make. They are the very foundation of our existence and destiny. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they set their mind to, while others struggle despite their best efforts? It's not always about talent, opportunity, or luck. Often, it's about the words they speak to themselves and to others. The words you speak become the life you live. If you constantly tell yourself you can't, guess what? You won't. If you speak doubt into your life, that's what you'll see reflected in your experiences. But if you speak words of faith, words of possibility, you open the doors to a future filled with opportunity and success. The truth is, we are all walking, breathing manifestations of the words we have spoken over ourselves and over our lives. We have the power at every moment to change our reality by changing the words we speak. But many of us have been conditioned to speak words of defeat, to speak words that focus on our limitations and our failures, rather than our potential and possibilities. These words may feel harmless in the moment, but their cumulative effect is powerful, shaping our beliefs and our actions. They become ingrained in our minds like a script we follow without even realizing it. Think for a moment about the things you say to yourself every day. What is your internal dialogue like? Do you say things like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed"? Or do you say, "I am capable of greatness. I am destined for success"? Or, "Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow"? It's time to be conscious of your words, because your subconscious is always listening. The words you speak, even in passing, influence your mind and shape your future. There's something extraordinary about the power of repetition. When you say something repeatedly, especially with conviction, you're not just speaking words, you're reinforcing a belief. The more you speak something, the more you believe it, and the more you believe it, the more you see it reflected in your life. If you make it a habit to speak life over yourself every day, you are actively creating the reality you desire. Every day you are planting seeds in the fertile soil of your mind, and just as a gardener tends to his plants, you must tend to the seeds of possibility and success you are planting. The Bible tells us that the power of life and death is in the tongue. It's no coincidence that words are so powerful. Words can create, words can destroy, and words can heal. The thoughts you have in your mind, the words you speak, and the actions you take all align to create your life. When you speak words of success, you are aligning your mind and your actions with that success. When you speak words of failure, you align your mind and your actions with that failure. But it doesn't have to be this way. You can change your words, and in doing so, change your life. Imagine this. Every time you speak, you are crafting your future. Every affirmation you make, whether positive or negative, is laying the groundwork for your destiny. That's why I urge you to choose your words carefully. Speak words of affirmation. Speak words of faith. Speak words of power. Speak words that encourage not only yourself but others as well. When you declare, "I am capable," you begin to believe in your potential. When you declare, "I will succeed," you begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Your words are the first step in creating the life you desire. There's a profound effect that happens when you speak with intention. The more you say something, the more you internalize it. If you say something 100 times, your mind starts to believe it, and your actions begin to reflect those beliefs. This is why I encourage you to say certain things every day, over and over again. Speak life into your dreams. Speak success into your work. Speak positivity into your relationships. Make it a practice to say these affirmations every day, especially when things seem tough, because those words will give you the strength to continue. Consistency is key. By repeating empowering statements and affirmations every day, you are reinforcing the vision of who you are and who you are becoming. If you say, "I am a conqueror," 100 times a day, eventually your mind will start to see you as a conqueror, and you will begin to act like one. If you say, "I am successful," 100 times a day, your subconscious will start to align with that success, and you will find ways to achieve it. The more consistent you are with your words, the more power you will have in shaping your reality. So today I challenge you, speak life, speak greatness, speak possibility, speak success. Say it 100 times, not just once. Repeat it every day until it becomes a part of who you are, until your mind begins to believe it and your actions begin to follow. Your words are powerful, they shape your destiny. The words you speak today will determine the life you live tomorrow. Let them be words that inspire, words that empower, and words that bring you closer to the life you were destined to live. Repetition leads to manifestation. Saying something 100 times isn't just a task, it's an exercise in programming your mind for greatness. When you affirm with conviction, your subconscious aligns with your desires. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with information, distractions, and doubts. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, we are flooded with external influences telling us what we can or cannot do, who we are or aren't. But what if I told you that the most powerful force in shaping your life is within you? Your ability to affirm what you want repeatedly and with unshakable conviction. Affirmation is not just a feel-good statement, it is a tool of transformation. The way we speak to ourselves matters more than anything else. When you affirm your intentions, your goals, and your dreams, you are setting in motion a process of change that goes far beyond the words themselves. Affirmation is the act of consciously choosing what you want to believe and speak into existence. It's the art of aligning your words with your desires and consistently reinforcing those desires until they become a part of your reality. Consider this. Our minds are like computers, and the words we speak are the code we write. Every time we affirm something, we are inputting new instructions into our mind. Now imagine if you were to input the same instruction 100 times every day. What would happen? The instruction would become so deeply embedded in your mind that it would begin to run automatically. That's what happens when you affirm something with consistency and conviction. Over time, the words you speak begin to influence your thoughts, and your thoughts influence your actions. In essence, affirmation is the key to unlocking the transformation you desire. Repetition is the key that unlocks manifestation. You see, it's not enough to simply speak your desires once and hope they come true. It's about building momentum and reinforcing your beliefs until they are undeniable. The process of repetition creates a neural pathway in your brain, reinforcing your belief system and aligning it with your desired outcome. When you affirm something with conviction, you are not merely speaking words into the air. You are reprogramming your subconscious mind to accept those words as your truth. There is an incredible power in repetition. Think about the things you say to yourself every day. Even if you are not consciously aware of it, you are affirming something. The question is, are you affirming the things you truly desire? Are you affirming the vision of the life you want to create? Or are you affirming your fears, doubts, and insecurities? Repetition amplifies whatever you say, whether it's empowering or limiting. The key is to consciously choose the words that align with your true desires and make them a part of your daily routine. The process of affirming with conviction, saying something 100 times, is not an exercise in wishful thinking. It is a powerful practice in self-discipline and intentionality. It requires commitment to your vision, to your dreams, and to the person you are becoming. It's about declaring, "This is who I am. This is what I deserve. This is what I will achieve." The more you say it, the more you begin to believe it. And the more you believe it, the more you will see it reflected in your life. When you affirm with conviction, you are sending a clear message to your subconscious mind that this is your truth, and your mind begins to accept that truth as reality. The subconscious mind is incredibly powerful. It doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It simply accepts the information you provide, and it works tirelessly to bring that information into reality. That's why affirmation is such a powerful tool for transformation. You are telling your mind, "This is who I am. This is what I want. This is where I am going." And your mind, in turn, begins to align every thought, feeling, and action with those declarations. However, there's one crucial element: conviction. It's not enough to simply repeat words mechanically. You must believe in what you are saying. Your words must come from a place of certainty, of unshakable belief that your affirmation is not only possible, but inevitable. Affirming with conviction means speaking with the belief that you are already that person, that your success is already secured, that your dreams are already in motion. This level of belief is what causes the mind to shift. It's the difference between saying, I want to be successful, and saying, I am successful. The first statement speaks from a place of longing, of hope. But the second statement speaks from a place of ownership, of certainty, and the subconscious mind begins to act accordingly. Remember, your subconscious mind is always listening. It is always taking in information, always processing the words you speak. And when you say something with conviction, your subconscious mind begins to reframe your reality to match your affirmations. This is the power of repetition. This is the power of conviction. Every day you are presented with an opportunity to affirm your greatness, your success, your vision. Don't waste it. Say it 100 times if you have to, until the words take root in your heart and mind. Speak life into your dreams. Speak success into your work. Speak joy into your relationships. The more you affirm with conviction, the more your life will begin to reflect the greatness you've spoken into existence. So the next time you're uncertain or doubtful, turn to your affirmations. Repeat them with conviction. Say them 100 times a day if necessary, because every repetition is a step closer to your manifestation. And remember, your words are the seeds you plant in the garden of your future. Speak them with purpose. Speak them with belief, and watch them grow into the reality you've always desired. Your mind is a garden. What you plant there through your words determines what you harvest in life. Speak life to your dreams, and the seeds of possibility will grow. Every thought you have, every word you speak, is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your mind. And just like any garden, what you choose to plant will determine the harvest you will receive. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, don't be surprised when your life begins to reflect a harvest of anxiety, limitations, and struggles. But if you choose to plant seeds of hope, possibility, and positivity, your mind will nurture those seeds, and you will begin to see a life filled with abundance, growth, and opportunity. The power of the mind is often underestimated. We hear about the importance of positive thinking and the idea that what you believe becomes your reality. But do we truly understand the depth of that principle? Your mind is not just a passive receiver of thoughts. It is an active, creative force that shapes the world around you. The thoughts you entertain, the beliefs you hold, and the words you speak are like the gardener tending to the soil. They decide what will take root and grow in your life. Think about it. Every single day, your mind is exposed to countless thoughts. Some of those thoughts come from external sources, what you see, hear, and experience, but many of them are your own. These thoughts form your belief system, and over time, they shape your identity. Your mind is constantly at work, either nurturing positive thoughts that align with your goals or reinforcing negative ones that hold you back. And just like a garden, your mind requires care, attention, and intention. You have the power to choose which seeds to plant and which ones to discard. When you speak life to your dreams, when you speak positive affirmations over your desires, you are planting seeds of possibility. Every time you declare, I am capable, I am worthy of success, or I am destined for greatness, you are planting seeds of growth. These words, repeated consistently, will take root in your mind, and as they grow, they will begin to shape your reality. The more you speak life into your future, the more your mind aligns with those words, and the more your actions will reflect them. But just as a garden needs constant attention, so does your mind. It is not enough to plant a seed once and walk away. A gardener tends to their plants, ensuring they have the right environment, enough water, and enough sunlight to grow. Similarly, you must nurture your thoughts with consistency. When challenges arise, when obstacles seem insurmountable, you must continue to speak life into your dreams. Even when the weeds of doubt and fear start to sprout, you must keep planting seeds of faith and possibility. You must be intentional about what you allow to take root in your mind. It's important to understand that the power of the mind is not just about thinking positively, but about aligning your thoughts and words with your deepest desires. When you align your mindset with your vision for the future, you create a fertile environment for growth. The mind has the power to bring forth whatever it is focused on. If you are focused on your limitations, your struggles, and your past mistakes, then your mind will manifest those thoughts in your life. But if you focus on possibilities, on solutions, and on the greatness that resides within you, you will begin to see the fruits of those thoughts take shape. One of the most significant ways to influence your mind is through the words you speak. Every word you utter is a thought in action, and those thoughts, when repeated over time, take root in your subconscious. If you want to see change in your life, you must begin with the seeds you plant in your mind. You must speak words that align with the future you want to create. When you say, "I am successful," you are planting a seed of success in your mind. When you say, "I am resilient," you are planting a seed of strength and determination. But just as you wouldn't expect a garden to flourish without care, you can't expect your mind to create positive change if you neglect it. You must consistently affirm your desires, water them with positive thoughts, and protect them from the weeds of negativity. It's easy to let the negative thoughts creep in, to let the doubts and fears take root. But you have the power to uproot those thoughts by replacing them with affirmations of life, possibility, and greatness. The mind, like a garden, thrives when it is cared for and nurtured. When you actively plant positive thoughts, you create an environment where your dreams can grow. When you speak life to your goals, you empower your mind to seek out opportunities that align with those goals. Your mind will begin to work in harmony with your desires, finding solutions where there once were problems, seeing opportunities where there once were obstacles. The key to cultivating a rich harvest in your life is consistency. Just as a gardener doesn't plant seeds once and expect them to grow without attention, you must continuously nurture your mind. You must guard your thoughts, protect your dreams, and cultivate the soil of your mind with positive, life-giving words. The more you do this, the more you will see the fruits of your labor. Remember, your mind is a garden, and you are the gardener. What you plant in it today will determine the life you live tomorrow. Speak life to your dreams, and the seeds of possibility will grow. Nurture your mind with words of hope, belief, and faith, and watch as your future unfolds before you. What you plant in your mind will bloom into the reality you experience. Choose wisely what you plant and watch your life transform. We are all equipped with potential, but it is our words that unlock that potential. By speaking greatness into your life, you release the greatness within you. Each and every one of us is born with incredible potential, a well of untapped power, creativity, and talent that lies dormant inside, waiting for the right moment to be awakened. But here's the truth. Potential on its own is nothing but a seed. It holds promise, but it requires action, belief, and the right environment to blossom. And one of the most powerful ways to unlock that potential is through the words we speak. You see, words are not just sounds that come out of our mouths. Words are the key to releasing the power within us. They shape how we see ourselves, how we approach challenges, and how we interact with the world around us. Every time you speak, you are either affirming or denying the greatness that resides within you. When you speak words of self-doubt, fear, or limitation, you are essentially locking away your potential. But when you speak words of confidence, strength, and possibility, you unlock the door to the greatness that's been there all along. The potential within you is like a treasure chest filled with talents, abilities, and dreams. But without the right key, it remains locked, inaccessible. That key is your words. Every time you say something positive about yourself, every time you declare your ability to succeed, to overcome, and to thrive, you are turning the key and opening that chest. It's through your words that you give yourself permission to shine, to step into the life you are truly capable of living. Consider the impact of positive affirmations. When you say, "I am capable of greatness," "I am worthy of success," or "I can achieve anything I set my mind to," you are planting seeds in your subconscious mind that activate the power within you. You are reminding yourself that you are not limited by circumstances or past experiences. Instead, you are empowering yourself to rise above them, to tap into the untapped resources that have always been within you. But here's the catch. You have to speak those words with conviction. If you say, "I am successful," but don't believe it, if you say, "I am strong," but doubt it, those words won't have the same effect. The power of words lies not just in their repetition, but in the belief and emotion behind them. When you speak with conviction, when you truly believe that what you are saying is true, that belief activates the potential within you. Your subconscious mind takes those words as instructions and begins to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your declarations. Unlocking your potential is a process of transformation. It's not something that happens overnight, but it's something that happens every time you speak life into yourself. Each time you affirm your greatness, you are chiseling away the limitations and doubts that have built up over the years. You are slowly but surely unlocking the treasure chest of potential that has always been inside you. But this process requires consistency. You cannot unlock your potential by saying something positive once and expecting a radical change. Just like a key that must be turned repeatedly to open a lock, you must consistently speak greatness into your life to unlock your full potential. The more you affirm your abilities, the more you will believe in them. And the more you believe in them, the more you will see them reflected in your actions and results. Think about how many times you've held back from pursuing your dreams because you didn't believe you were capable or worthy. How many times have you told yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "this isn't for me"? Those words, even though spoken in moments of doubt, have a powerful effect on your life. They create a narrative of limitation, a story that keeps you from stepping into the fullness of your potential. Now imagine if you flipped that script. What if you started each day by speaking words of empowerment? What if instead of focusing on what you lack, you focused on what you have? Every time you say, "I am capable, I am deserving, and I am more than enough," you are rewriting the story of your life. You are unlocking the potential within you, piece by piece, word by word. The key to unlocking your potential is not found in the external world. It is not found in waiting for the perfect opportunity or the right circumstances. It is found within you, in the words you speak. By speaking greatness into your life, you activate the greatness within you. Your potential has always been there, just waiting for you to recognize it, to claim it, and to act upon it. And the moment you begin to speak words of confidence, belief, and power, you open the door to that potential. You begin to see yourself not as someone who is limited by their circumstances, but as someone who is capable of overcoming any challenge, achieving any goal, and living the life they desire. So I encourage you today, speak greatness into your life. Speak words that affirm your potential, that unlock your power, and that propel you toward your dreams. Your words are the key to unlocking the treasure that lies within you. Don't hold back. Release the greatness within you, and watch as your life begins to reflect the amazing possibilities that have always been within your reach. Consistency is the bridge between dreams and reality. Saying something 100 times a day is not a mere routine. It's a commitment to the transformation that consistency brings. The truth is, success and transformation don't come from sporadic effort or occasional bursts of inspiration. They come from consistent, deliberate action over time. Consistency is the force that takes our dreams, which may seem far off or impossible, and turns them into tangible realities. It's what turns ideas into action, hopes into achievements, and aspirations into results. Many of us dream of greatness, of living extraordinary lives, but the path from where we are now to where we want to be is often clouded with doubts, setbacks, and uncertainty. The reason why so many people struggle to turn their dreams into reality is not because they lack potential or talent, but because they lack the discipline and commitment that consistency requires. You see, consistency is the key to making progress, even when motivation fades or obstacles arise. It's the act of showing up day after day and doing the work even when it feels like nothing is changing. It's about trusting the process, believing that each small step is part of a bigger journey. When you commit to consistency, you make a promise to yourself that you will not give up on your dreams, no matter how long it takes. You understand that transformation does not happen overnight. It's the small, repeated actions that compound over time, creating momentum that eventually leads to the breakthroughs and success you've been working toward. Just like the process of planting a seed, nurturing it with care and watching it grow into a strong, fruitful tree, the power of consistency lies in its ability to build something meaningful and lasting, one step at a time. Let's consider the practice of saying something 100 times a day. At first glance, it may seem like a simple task, but in reality, it's a powerful exercise in building consistency. When you repeat a phrase or affirmation 100 times a day, you are engaging in a form of mental conditioning. This repetitive action helps to reprogram your mind, aligning your thoughts and beliefs with the affirmations you are speaking. Over time, these words begin to take root in your subconscious, and what once felt like a mere exercise transforms into a belief system that guides your thoughts, decisions, and actions. The law of consistency is not just about repetition, it's about reinforcing your commitment to change. It's about proving to yourself through your actions that you are serious about achieving your goals. Saying something 100 times a day is not a quick fix or a shortcut to success. It's a daily reminder of your dedication to your vision. It's a manifestation of your willingness to put in the work, day in and day out, to see your dreams come to fruition. By committing to this level of consistency, you are demonstrating that you believe in the process of transformation and that you trust the power of persistence. We live in a world that often celebrates instant gratification. We want things fast, we want results now, and we want success without the struggle. But true, lasting success is never instantaneous. It's the result of consistent effort, even when the results are not immediately visible. The law of consistency teaches us to embrace the process, to celebrate the small victories along the way, and to keep moving forward, regardless of how long it takes. Every day you speak your affirmations, every day you stay consistent, you are building a foundation for success. Each word, each action, each step may seem small in isolation, but over time, they accumulate, creating the momentum necessary to achieve your dreams. Think of it this way. When you're trying to build something strong and lasting, consistency is like the bricks you lay down, one by one. Every time you speak something positive into your life, you are placing a brick on the foundation of your future. The more bricks you lay, the stronger and more stable your structure becomes. Without consistency, the structure would be weak, easily torn down by doubt, fear, or challenges. But when you consistently affirm your greatness, your potential, and your goals, you create a solid, unshakable foundation that can withstand anything. The beauty of consistency is that it doesn't require perfection. It only requires commitment. You don't have to get everything right every day. What matters is that you keep showing up, that you keep speaking life over yourself, and that you remain committed to the process of growth. Even when you falter, when you miss a day or feel discouraged, consistency is about getting back on track, recommitting to your journey and continuing forward. The law of consistency teaches us that success is not about never falling, but about getting back up each time we do. If you commit to saying something 100 times a day, you are taking the first step in building a habit of consistency. You are creating a routine that serves as a daily anchor for your goals. Over time, that consistency will create a mindset that aligns with your dreams, and your thoughts and actions will naturally follow suit. What once seemed difficult or out of reach will gradually become a reality, not because of a single moment of inspiration, but because of the daily, consistent effort you put in. Remember, consistency is the bridge that connects your dreams with your reality. It is the force that transforms abstract ideas into concrete achievements. Each time you speak something positive into your life, you are reinforcing your commitment to your transformation. Keep showing up, keep repeating your affirmations, and trust in the process. Through consistency, you will cross the bridge from where you are today to the life you've always dreamed of. Your dreams are waiting for you on the other side, and consistency is the key that will unlock the door. What you believe, you will speak, and what you speak, you will live. Empower your life by speaking your beliefs, not as wishes, but as certainties. Words are the foundation of all things. The life you experience today is a reflection of the beliefs you hold deep within, and the words you use to express those beliefs. You might think that your words are just fleeting sounds, but in reality, they are the blueprint for your life. When you speak, you are not just communicating with others, you are reinforcing your own beliefs, thoughts, and desires. Every word you say is a declaration of what you believe to be true about yourself and the world around you. The connection between belief and speech is undeniable. What you believe about yourself, your potential, and your future is what you will speak into existence. If you believe you are capable of success, you will speak words that reflect that belief. If you believe you are worthy of love, respect, and abundance, your words will align with that belief. Conversely, if you hold beliefs rooted in fear, limitation, or self-doubt, Your words will mirror those beliefs, and your life will reflect those limitations. This is why belief and speech are so powerful. They shape not only how you see the world, but also how the world responds to you. Too often people speak words of hope as though they are just wishes, as if success, happiness, or fulfillment is something that happens by chance or luck. But real empowerment comes from speaking your beliefs as certainties, as things that are already true, not things you hope will happen. When you speak from a place of certainty, when you say, I am successful, I am capable, or I deserve the best, you are no longer waiting for the world to confirm your worth. Instead, you are declaring that worth into existence, and you are taking ownership of your power. The power of belief and speech is transformative. When you believe in your ability to achieve something, your words naturally reflect that belief. The more you speak those words, the more they become ingrained in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between what is fact and what is simply spoken or imagined. It simply accepts what you believe and reinforces it in your thoughts, feelings, and actions. As a result, your beliefs begin to shape your reality, and the words you speak begin to create the life you desire. This is why it is so important to be mindful of the beliefs you hold and the words you use. If you want to empower your life, you must first examine what you believe about yourself and your possibilities. Do you believe you are worthy of success? Do you believe you are capable of overcoming challenges? Do you believe you can create the life you desire? Your words will follow your beliefs, and your life will follow your words. Empowerment through belief is about choosing to believe in your own potential and speaking that belief into existence. It's about recognizing that you are not a passive participant in your life, but an active creator. Your words are the tools that shape your future. They are the foundation upon which everything else is built. By speaking your beliefs, you lay a strong foundation for your success, your happiness, and your growth. Belief is not a passive state of mind, it is an active choice. Every time you speak with conviction, you are reaffirming what you believe. This is why it's so important to be intentional about the words you speak. Don't speak as if your dreams are out of reach, or as if you are waiting for something external to change in order for your life to improve. Speak as if your success is already inevitable. Speak as if you are already the person you want to become. Speak your beliefs with confidence and watch how the world begins to respond to the certainty of your words. The most empowering thing you can do is to speak your beliefs as truths. When you say, I am successful, you are not hoping to be successful, you are declaring it as your reality. When you say, I am worthy of abundance, you are not wishing for abundance, you are affirming that it is already yours. Your words carry the power to manifest your beliefs and turn them into tangible realities. When you speak from a place of certainty, your words are infused with the power to create. Your life is a reflection of the beliefs you hold and the words you speak. If you believe in your own greatness, if you believe in your ability to succeed, then your words will reflect that belief, and your actions will follow. If you speak as though success, joy, and fulfillment are already a part of your life, your reality will begin to shift to align with those beliefs. Your words are the foundation of your life structure, and they will shape the path you walk. Empower your life by speaking your beliefs, not as wishes, but as certainties. When you speak with certainty, you send a powerful message to the universe, a message that says, I believe in my power and I am ready to live my truth. Your words are the foundation upon which everything in your life will be built. Speak with conviction, speak with certainty, and watch as the world begins to align with the belief you hold in your heart. As we come to the close of this journey, let us remember that everything begins with a word. The power of words is not just a concept, it is a living, breathing force that shapes our reality. The words we speak are not just sounds, they are the architects of our future. What you say today will build the life you live tomorrow. It is not enough to wish for change. You must speak it into existence. Declare it with certainty and believe it in your soul. Understand that you are the creator of your own destiny. You are the one who holds the power to unlock your potential, transform your mind, and manifest your dreams. But this power lies in the consistency of your speech, the belief in your heart, and the commitment to show up every day and speak life into your circumstances. You must speak not from a place of hope, but from a place of conviction, as though the very life you desire is already unfolding before you. When you speak with purpose, when you affirm your greatness and declare your future, you are not just speaking into the air. You are planting seeds that will take root and grow. And over time, those seeds will blossom into a harvest of success, joy, and fulfillment. The law of consistency, the power of belief, and the strength of your words will work together to unlock doors that you never thought possible. Today, you have the opportunity to redefine your life, to speak your truth, and to activate the potential that has always been within you. Do not take this power lightly, for in your words lies the key to your transformation. Speak life, speak greatness, speak with certainty, and watch how your world responds. You are not waiting for the world to change. The world is waiting for you to speak the change you desire. So rise up, take authority over your words, and build the life you were born to live. Because when you speak, the universe listens. And the life you speak into existence will be the life you live. The power is yours. The time is now. Speak it, believe it, and live it.